A Fox News alert, the U.S. military unleashing a second round of airstrikes on a Syrian weapons storage facility that the Pentagon says Iran used to attack American troops. This after U.S. military bases in Iraq and in Syria were attacked at least 42 times in about half as many days. And yesterday, Iranian-backed Houthi rebels shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone off the coast of Yemen.
Alex Hogan is on the ground in northern Israel with the very latest. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Harley and Todd. We're in northern Israel. Just behind me on the hillside, you can see that border wall. That is Lebanon. There's a lot of international concern and attempts to try to ease tensions here. Meanwhile, late last night, U.S. military firing and striking a weapons arms location in eastern Syria using 2 F-15s. The defense secretary says that move was in self-defense. Now, take a look at this. This is the map showing where U.S. forces have been attacked 42 times across the Middle East in the last 4 weeks. And last night, U.S. defense officials confirmed to Fox that off the coast of Yemen, Houthis shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone. These drones are for intelligence and surveillance and cost about $32 million. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the IDF continues to press forward, unleashing new airstrikes in Gaza overnight. 351 Israeli soldiers have been killed in the last month since October 7th, 35 of them killed just since that ground incursion began. And on the ground in the last day, Israeli forces made this discovery, a weapons production and storage center in an apartment building right next to a child's bedroom. As international conversations build around this potential temporary pause to discuss the release of hostages, Israeli officials here on the ground say a ceasefire simply is not going to happen.
There is no ceasefire. We are battling Hamas. There is no ceasefire. Gaza civilians are fleeing from the north to the south because they understand Hamas is using them as human shield.
The focus remains on not only dismantling Hamas, but of course rescuing those hostages. Both of those goals revolve around the very intricate system of tunnels built underground, as many as 300 miles of tunnels. That is the effort. That is where they believe many of those hostages are being held. So, of course, the main focus, Carly and Todd, is getting rid of those tunnels and finding those hostages as soon as possible.
All right, Alex Hogan, live for us on the ground in northern Israel. Alex, thank you so much. So 42 attacks on U.S. troops since October 17th. Yesterday, a defense official said that these attacks may not have been successful in terms of severely injuring our service members, but they confirmed that these attacks are meant to kill U.S. service members. So there is that, which is obviously very concerning news. Then there's this MQ-9 Reaper drone. Have some more information on that. It cost $32 million. The wingspan, 66 feet. Just to give the stats on this thing, how massive it is, how expensive it is. It weighs almost 5,000 pounds, and it's primarily used to collect intelligence, but can also be armed with up to eight laser-guided Hellfire missiles. That's according to the Air Force. So one of the other big elements about this is that, obviously Iran is giving these proxy groups money and funding enough to give them the technology to shoot this highly advanced, technologically savvy drone down.
You can't just shoot this down with whatever you're making in your house. I mean, you obviously need real weapons to shoot something like this down. Look, we all agree we need to respond. I mean, I think everybody in America agrees we can't let attacks like this go unresponded to. But it's the scattershot response of the Biden administration that begs the question, is this going to do anything to deter the next attack? Look at your screen. I think it's clear it is not, and the candidates spoke about it last night at the debate. Listen.
We shouldn't be doing the tit for tat like what Joe Biden has done. We need to go and take out their infrastructure that they are using to make those strikes with so they can never do it again.
I would say you harm a hair on the head of an American service member, and you are going to have hell to pay. We are not just going to sit there and let our service members be sitting ducks.
You actually have to cut off the head of the snake, and the head of the snake is Iran and not simply their proxies, in order for us to have a powerful response.
So that should be the response. Both things that DeSantis and Haley said, as well as Scott. DeSantis said, look, you hit one of ours, we're going to destroy you. That needs to be the response, not like, oh, we're going to attack this random outpost over here.
Well, yeah,
you need to attack with force. But the second part of that, to Haley's point, You got to cut the head off at the snake, to Scott's point. And to Haley's point, you need to take out the infrastructure. So they can't do any of this. What is Joe Biden doing? Okay, we're going to hit you here, maybe. And it's so scattershot and it's so random and the objectives aren't clear and it's not sending a message of fear to anybody over there because they keep doing it.
Yeah, clearly the Republican position is that they would be escalating in terms of responding to these attacks on U.S. bases. The one thing that I was missing from what the candidates said last night is an actual plan. It was broad strokes saying that they would make sure that Iran had hell to pay. But what exactly does that mean? And does it come down to a situation where if they were president, maybe they would be doing the exact same thing as the Biden administration and attacking these bases? Because then what is the next level? Attacking Iranians and, and killing them? And then we could actually be getting into a war here. So there is a fine line here, playing politics on the debate stage, of course, but there's real implications in all of this. And it's a scary situation that we find ourselves in this
Carly,
morning.
you can hit the infrastructure without hitting the troops necessarily. We need to do it more.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.